Alright guys, back here again with another reaction video since the last one did so great and was so well received. At least I'm assuming so. I just made it like 5 minutes ago and then made this one, so I haven't uploaded that one yet. But I'm assuming it'll be received great, and then I'll just make this one and put it out there, and it will also be received wonderfully, and we'll all live happily ever after. So anyways, this video, Pat McAfee show, great football talk show. Anybody else that's out there into football, this is really cool, but we have a nutrition-themed video today. Where they're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. If you don't know, they won the Super Bowl recently. They're pretty darn good at football. And so they're talking about how they go against the mainstream nutrition in the NFL. And we're going to check out and see what they do exactly to defy the laws of nutrition.
Before we get out of here, there's a news story hitting the, feels like a Friday news dump. Obviously, everybody wants us to disappear. Eagles Nation is reporting that on Randy Reed, the Eagles used to talk on Tuesdays and Fast Food Fridays, where the facility was stocked with pizza, chicken wings, fried foods, etc.
All right, so you can see right here is the gist of it. So the Chiefs, right? Every other team is doing all these like healthy things and whatnot, and the Chiefs are doing these whole fast food Fridays and bringing in junk food and whatnot. Friday, and later in the video they say it's like Friday and also Saturday, the night before the game. But so I'm not going to speak to what that does as an NFL player. I don't know anything about football, like the NFL. I mean, a hobbyist, a fan, but I'm not going to pretend like I know what goes into being an NFL player. But from a performance standpoint, all right, let's talk about what happens when you eat massive amounts of junk food and what it can do for you. So on one hand, it can affect you very poorly if you're sensitive to eating junk and crap, right? Like in general, you should eat whole foods. That's better for you. That's for another nutrition video, which I'll probably make at some point. But, if you're eating massive amounts of junk food, you're getting massive amounts of calories, which can be very beneficial as a performance athlete. So especially if you're getting tons of carbs, right? So if you're eating like pasta and pizza and tacos, you're getting lots and lots of carbs. That's a lot of energy right there. And if you're not eating it the day of the game, right? So like Friday and Saturday, they're playing on Sunday generally. So they're getting all these carbs and calories in, right? They're getting all fueled up for that game, and then they can put it right to work when they do play. Could you do that with whole foods? Yeah, probably. You could probably eat like a lot of pasta, a lot of white rice, high carb whole foods, so to speak. You're eating less. You don't have to eat like pizza or French fries to accomplish that, but gotta live a little bit here and there. Gotta enjoy your life a tiny bit. If you're a regular person, I feel like that's going to have a bigger effect on you. It also depends on the sport too. So if you're doing 3 to 5 sets of squat and deadlift, you probably don't need like 1,000 calories beforehand. But if you're going to be sprinting up and down the field and for 3 hours or whatever, however long they play for, you're probably going to need a whole lot of calories and carbs to fuel that. But anyways, let me skip later in the video because they also touch on something else that's very important right here.
The food thing, the more we learn, the less we understand.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody has a 6-pack, but then people I see that have an 8-pack eat pizza every day.
How does it work?
What does that mean?
Pac-Man.
Genetics are a real son of a bitch, aren't they?
Ocho, what? He says he's
McDonald's every day.
McDonald's.
He could still.
Oh, wait, you ever seen?
All right, so that's really it. So basically, AJ Hawk here says genetics really, huge part of it. I think that's undisputable, especially in the NFL. So people in the NFL, if you don't know, are in the top 0.001 percentile of genetic capability, because everyone in the U.S. that is a genetic freak goes into the NFL because that's where the most money is. So what that means is if you've ever heard Rip talk about the standing vertical jump, right? The standing vertical jump is the test they use at the NFL Combine, actually, to determine athleticism. It's one of them, but that's probably the best barometer that we have for that. But basically, it measures how fast you can recruit motor units in a short period of time. So if you're just starting at rest, jumping up as tall as you can go, how many motor units can you recruit in that amount of time? Right? How quickly can you turn on all those muscles and motor units? So the average guy can jump 22 inches or something like that, right? So that's obviously most guys. The floor for the NFL, the shortest vertical jumps are 36 inches, which is insane. And also for reference, the average female vertical jump is I believe 14 inches, and the tallest vertical jump ever by a female was somewhere in the low 30s, I believe. So the most athletic woman ever is less athletic than the least athletic NFL player. And so even probably the most athletic guy is less athletic than the least athletic NFL player. meaning that they're like complete freaks genetically. So like it probably doesn't even affect them at all to eat pizza and candy and whatnot. And there's also other videos online, like I don't know if you guys know about DK Metcalf, receiver for the Seahawks, but he put out this video where he claims that he has like a Starbucks coffee with like sugar and caramel and whatnot, and then he has like fast food and then like 2 or 3 bags of candy, and that's like his daily diet. And he's like absolutely shredded, looks like a bodybuilder basically, and like probably barely even lifts. Like does whatever the NFL has him doing, which is like not optimal, obviously. But yeah, so genetics play a huge part. These guys are also in their, most of them are going to be in their 20s. Some are going to be in their 30s. Like maybe they're the guys that are older and not going to partake in this. But like, if you're a very, very athletic, genetically elite, 22 to 28-year-old, then you're probably going to be fine eating like a junk food meal the day or two before your football game, and it might even help you out. And then, from like a psychological standpoint, it's helpful to have, this you feel like you're in multiple car accidents on Sunday, as George Kittle puts it. And then you're recovering all week, basically doing these hard workouts and everything as well, like practicing, watching film nonstop. And then by the end of the week, it's like, all right, you made the weekend. Now it's, kind of like a psychological victory to like, relax, have some junk food and release some stress. So anyways, that's all I want to say about this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a like, say something in the comments. So, subscribe to the channel, and that's it. So yeah, have a great day, pal.